Uh, Hello there, people. This is Mr. Critic, and it seems we are looking at an empty screen. Huh. Well, until this thing settles, this is sort of an opening video about Panzer Corpse. I have finished reading the manual, and also I have watched several LPers, including, my friend Lord Cucumber, and also some of those who actually know how to play Panzer Corpse. Sorry, my lord. Just, you can improve. There is still room for improvement, but it's not that bad. And I would like to express some what the fuck? Okay. I have chosen this game, for a background because, I have to do something while I'm talking. You are probably familiar with this game. I have played it before. Okay. Sound. Okay. Control. Yeah. So left, right, down, up, hit. I play this game, because it relaxes me. Quite often I play it. And like I said, I need something in the background. So, but Panzer Corpse, of course. Now, my initial thoughts about the game, I think it is, I will not say much, but it is somewhat easier than Panzer General. Okay. Now, I think the makers of the game wanted, to do it a little more user-friendly, and have changed one very difficult rule, I will say, in Panzer General. So you have to move a unit and fight, at the very same time. Otherwise, either movement or the fighting part is lost. And this is probably a good idea, I think, because it was kind of annoying, to here you are. Kind of annoying, to I don't know, shoot with the artillery, and then you had to move it immediately, otherwise the movement would be lost. And also one thing they've changed, you can now move with your air defense or artillery and then shoot, which was also impossible in Panzer General. So some nice changes, although I have to say I really dislike the smallness of everything, if this is the correct word, I can barely see anything on the screen. Yeah, I know I have a pretty small monitor at home, but it's not like it is an iPhone screen or something, so yeah. Other things I wanted to mention, seems like they have downgraded the power of artilleries pretty much. They were so useful in Panzer General 1. In Panzer General 2 they were way overpowered, The answer to everything was purchase more artilleries. But now it seems that they are only good for suppressing units and destroying them, perhaps while they are on a river hex or something, but they are not nearly as effective as they were in Panzer General, which is good because I actually hate artilleries. Those of you who have watched my LP, actually LPs, since there were so many of them, so many special editions. Now that I look back, when I did the first special edition, sort of, special, I thought, there will be only few of them, but then everything turned into a special edition, so now the parts that are not named special editions are actually special. Okay, now I'm babbling. But what I wanted to say is... now I forgot completely what I wanted to say. But yeah, looks like an interesting game. I'm not really sure if it is difficult enough to be a challenge, even though it will be sort of a blind LP from me, since I haven't played it in my life. I've watched I think around 8, 10, maybe 12 videos of it, and Lord Cucumber, I was only joking, you know. I have seen your gameplay improving in the later, you know, videos. So, but yeah, the beginnings were, you know, all the beginnings are tough, of course. Yeah, one more thing. Now you actually have bonus. You get bonuses by encircling the enemy unit and attacking it after it. So this is also one thing I will have to, you know, take into account. So yeah, those of you who said that it is sort of a modern day Panzer General, it is, but it isn't also, you know. Also, one thing that surprised me a lot is that tactical bombers are not very useful against soft targets. I don't know much about the matters of war, especially not aircraft, but in Panzer General 1, Stukas with 15 strength, 5 stars of experience, were regularly destroying infantries and artilleries in one attack, and this is not the case so far as I have seen in Panzer Corpse. What else is different? Don't hit me, you bitch. So what else is different? Okay, interface much better. Also, you get more information if you take, you know, time to study it. The map takes some time to getting used to. Also, you know, you have ordinary mountains, very high mountains, ordinary rivers, very wide rivers. So yeah, but yeah, you're right. It is basically Panzer General, remake of it. I don't know, but it seems easier. I'm not sure why I'm saying this, because I have never played it actually, but you know, the game is more forgiving. You can lose plenty of units. You can use plenty of units, and still, you know, win. Maps seems a little bit smaller on average. I don't know. So as you can see now, we are kicking some major butts in this Target Renegade game. It really relaxes me, you know, when I don't know, when I feel tensed, I just hit, you know, people, and since I cannot do it in real life, this is an excellent game. So try it at home if you would like. It's freeware by now. You only need a Spectrum emulator, and you know, just download. Ouch! Got hit. So where is my axe? Here it is. So what else did I notice about Panzer Corpse? Those things with medals and heroes and everything that actually give you some sort of bonus when attacking later, and also those SS units that are says so in the manual, that you get like a prototype in Panzer General 2, but in Panzer Corps you can only get, I believe, 3 of them. It says so in the manual, and they actually have a different upgrade tree. So yes, they made it interesting in some aspects. I can totally see that they have used also some features from Panzer General 2, incorporated, you know, in Panzer Corps. Okay, but now I need a little pause to think what else I wanted to mention about Panzer Corps, so I will be right back. Yo, I'm back. So, what I wanted to say also, ships are again totally a not important factor, you know, in the game. I get the feeling that all range attacks, ships, goats, but no, all the range attacks are both by artilleries and, you know, by heavy cruisers, battleships and everything, are somewhat less effective against ground units. I'm not sure who thought this was, you know, a good idea. Okay, but ships weren't really important even in Panzer General, but I have noticed that it is possible actually, you know, to attack an infantry with your infantry, even if it is covered, you know, by artillery, and still not suffer a lot of damage, which is strange. Yeah, it is strange. Also, level bombers are again useless piece of shit, you know. I'm not sure why they are actually bringing them into a game if they do not count for something, you know. In Panzer General 2 they were at least, you know, useful. Here again they are just, you know, I don't know, probably they are again good against air defenses and they can attack some capital ships, but, you know, really, why bother, you know. For Recons I'm not sure. They have given them, you know, a sort of a phase movement so they can scout and then retreat, but I'm still wondering, and perhaps somebody will tell me, if it is not possible, you know, to replace the Recons with aircraft, actually, you know. Not really sure. Also the time they bring some equipment, you know, in to be available has changed a little bit. This is a minor issue, I think. What? Who are you kicking, you punk? Ouch! They kicked my butt. Bastards. So, yeah. And on a personal note, my lighter is, you know, out of fuel. And now I have to use the matches that I actually have purchased a large box of these matches for my son to play with, you know. Yeah, I know some other adults are freaking out when watching it, but, you know, my philosophy is better, you know. I teach him how to do it. Instead, you know, he finds the matches when he's alone and doesn't have a clue what to do. So, no, this is sort of a wisdom I have learned from my uncle. He was a great man, not around anymore, and he, you know, he was, you know, practical. And one thing I remember he told me is, no matter how pretty a girl is, no matter how much you like her, you know, if she eats something poisonous, she will puke her guts out and die like everybody else. Gotcha. Of course he didn't say this, but he was actually very practical, you know. And nowadays we are protecting our kids from everything, you know. Like George Carlin said, we give them helmets even, you know, to play when they were not riding a bike or something. It's not good, you know. We make them soft and then they are completely not ready for the situations that happen in life. But okay, enough of this. Now we are entering the favorite level of mine of this game, the gay bar. I met the finest girl of my life that night at gay night. It's alright, don't be uptight. Yeah, so what I wanted to say, actually I will do an LP of Panzer Corpse, but I'm worrying that it will not be much of a challenge. Initially I thought it will be, but I don't know. Perhaps those of you who have played both games, tell me if I'm much mistaken, but Panzer Corpse seems like sort of a compromise, you know, for people who don't want to spend much time learning about the game and still doing quite well. I don't know. Maybe I'm wrong. We'll soon find out, of course, since I believe in less than a week I will be ready to start with Panzer Corpse. And we'll make a lot of corpses. Okay, now for the big guy. He just wants to hug you, you know, but I get nervous when big men try to hug me, you know, like the time in LA that I told you about. Yeah, it was, you know, a clean and a good hug, nothing bad, but this one, you know, in the game just wants to hug you until you're dead, so not acceptable. So we kill him. And now we'll go, one more reason I wanted to do this game is because of the target renegade. I have only seen the first round through, you know, the easy one, but then after you know, this circle now, this cycle, not circle, is finished, you start with the enemies that are way stronger, faster, and they can actually duck, a lot of them. It is kind of a random thing, but you know, it makes the game more difficult. But good side of it is that in the third cycle, which we will not do, they don't get any more difficult. This is it. So you get approximately 2 extra lives per one, you know, one go through all the levels, so 5 levels, 2 lives. If you lose 2 or less per one cycle, you can play this game, you know, indefinitely. So yeah, next cycle. First we get all the bonuses, of course. Now, what I really want to ask you is, those of you who have experience with both games, Panzer General and Panzer Corpse, please share with me what other differences I have not noticed by now, because, you know, I hate surprises. And die, please. And I get the feeling that there are still some things that I haven't noticed. And I'm not talking about these special buildings and units like, I don't know, railguns, bunkers, radar stations. I'm talking about important things about the gameplay. Yeah. If I had a hammer, hammer in the morning, hammer in the evening. Now I don't know the lyrics, so na 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 na. I'd hammer for justice, I'd hammer for freedom, I'd hammer for love between my brothers and my sisters. Yeah. Na 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 na. Ooh, Ooh. Yeah. Okay, Panzer Corpse. I need a little pause again after we are out of this lift and after we destroy this guy on a bike who wears a helmet. Smart of him. Oh, my bad. Okay, pause and also video pause. Be right back. Yo, I'm back. Two Jews walk into a bar. No, only kidding. But you know, now that I have changed my avatar, I thought now everybody will be happy, because when I was, using the avatar of Rommel, some idiot would, always call me a Nazi or something. But now that I have a Barbie girl in my avatar, why are you using this gay Barbie avatar? Come on, people, are you never happy, It's a fucking avatar, nothing else. Yeah. So, you're still alive. Strangers in the night, they killed my brother, but I'm still alive. Persistent little SOB. Okay. So, Panzer Corpse. Yeah. What else did I want to say about it? Well, a funny little game. Definitely, and what I really liked about it so far is the manual is very good, describing situations that, the manual of Panzer General wasn't. Those, that happen rarely. But you get warned, about them in the manual. Pretty good manual. I will tell you, ouch. I will tell you about the game when I actually play it, and you will be able to see me either win or fail. Win, of course. Why pretend? Yeah, I will not blaze through it like Panzer General, because it is a new game to me, but I don't know. In a campaign, definitely, I do not expect getting a lot of marginal victories. You have actually a decisive victory, a marginal victory, or a loss, and unless on purpose, I don't think we will see any losses, and probably only a few marginal victories. Okay, so we are done with this level. Now for the ladies. Reminds me of a joke when a Frenchman is aboard a ship that starts sinking, and he wants to go, on a lifeboat, and the captain says to him, no, women first. And the Frenchman says, we still have time for this? Ouch. You a very nasty lady with very big boobies. And you have a stick. Now I have a stick. Actually, two of them. Both very hard. So now this guy is out of ammo. Yeah. Had so many things to say, but it is kind of difficult. I'm actually playing the game, smoking at the same time, and also talking. Yeah. But we are making some progress, as you can see. I have promised to somebody that I will show this second part of Target Renegade not any of you, my dear viewers, but you know, I'm visiting also some other channels and everything, and so, you know, I'm doing something useful, and also, you know, talking about my next LP, which probably will not be Doom 2, since a lot of you were, you know, just being polite. Yes, I will watch your Doom 2, but do you have to? Well, no, I don't. I want to, though. Yeah, some of you were even kind enough that you will watch everything I do. But I sensed your bitterness, you know, so I'll stick to what I know. Not promising that I will not do Doom 2, of course, but I will start with Panzer Corpse as soon as possible. Come on, ladies. Would you like to see my stick? This is from Jeff Dunham. He's a ventriloquist and also one of my favorite comedians. So George Carlin is number one. He will always be. And then it's a sort of a tie between Dave Chappelle and Jeff Dunham. They are different, you know. Chappelle is not a ventriloquist, but is an extremely funny stand-up comedian. But you know, like I said, I do not judge things by anything else than if they make me laugh or not. I need a pause because now my well, not a cigarette. Kids do not smoke. Actually, I'm drinking some soda, you know, but it is that kind of soda that needs flame, you know. Sorry. Okay. Oh, she's still alive. Would you like to be my girlfriend? Please be my girlfriend. Oh, and yes, one more thing. Now, enough is enough. You know that guy, like that I told you about, Mysterious JG, who makes me laugh, of course, and everything. But you know, now he has started to mention me in every other video he makes, and he's constantly making fun of my accent. You know. So yeah, okay, JG. I know you are secretly watching my videos. I have an accent, and by the amount of LPs you're producing, you know, like 4, 5 a day, you haven't got laid, you know, in a very long time. So now that we are done with the facts, can you get back to the LPing and leave my accent alone, you know? Because when you do an LP in your third language, which English is for me, then we can talk, okay, about accents. Until then, do your thing. You're an excellent LPer, funny as hell, you know, but leave me alone. Leave Britney alone. Okay, had to say it, you know, because it was getting, you know, ridiculous. And he's trying, you know, to impersonate me and doing all these, you know, accents, you know, like Russian villains from B-class movies or something. And, you know, I actually don't even speak much Russian. I know a couple of words. I could probably, you know, order vodka in a restaurant and say spasiba or thank you after I was served, you know, but not all Slavic people are Russian, you know. There are there are a lot of us. Okay, back to Panzer Corpse. What else did I want to say? I'm sure it was something. But here you can see something special. A white skinhead and a black dude attacking me together. So it is time for a song. Ebony and ivory, they are living in perfect harmony. Like the keys on my keyboard, they can make it, why can't we? Okay. Another punk. I know what you're thinking. Did he fire 5? 6 shots or only 5? Well, to make this short, do you feel lucky, punk? I like good old Clint, you know. Okay, another pause. Too late. So now we'll take a little pause. First in the game, then in the video. Be right back and finish these 2 levels. Have to think really hard if I have anything else to ask you about Panzer Corpse. Okay, be right back. I'm back. So now probably, are there any special requests, you know, regarding this LP of Panzer Corps? Now I will do it on a normal difficulty because I am a beginner, you know, so don't expect miracles from me. What you can expect is, of course, that I will get victories in all of the scenarios of the campaign, and most of them will be major victories. But like I said, if somebody is, for example, good in driving a Formula 1 car, doesn't mean he will also excel, you know, at NASCAR. Perhaps this is not the best, but the best, you know, comparison. But you know what I mean. The games are still different. Yeah, the same idea, but you know, when I was watching this fellow, forgot about his name, but he has sort of a, I would say, Scandinavian accent. Some of them said that it was German, but I think not. But I'm not an expert in linguistics. And he only did, you know, the first scenario, meaning Poland. And the way he was preparing the attacks was nothing like I would do, you know, in Panzer General. He was bringing, you know, 3 units around the city, not attacking first, then also bringing an artillery, and then when all the units were in place, you know, he attacked with the artillery, suppressing the enemy a little bit, and then used these bonuses because the enemy unit was surrounded. And this is something I would not ordinarily do. This is something that actually does not influence the outcome in Panzer General. So I have a feeling that sometimes I will act like I was still playing Panzer General. Now again, I forgot what I was talking about, so sorry. But what I wanted to say, any advice about, you know, how this game differs, you know, from Panzer General, would be very much appreciated, because if you do not tell me, then I will have to learn it the hard way. And since I have a feeling, because I also, you know, sometimes succumb to the temptation of Schadenfreude, you know, wishing somebody to do not well, you know, to have to feel joy when somebody fails. It is only human. Oh my god, again I got my ass kicked. I think that it is only natural that some of you would like to see me fail. Well, actually, I would like that too, if I am completely honest. To fail sometimes, and you know, because the bar gets higher and higher each and every time. And you know, like somebody told me in Berlin, I was so confident that you will win that I never worried. But I did, you know. Same goes for Cobra. I was worrying a lot. I know you who are watching me, you know, from a safe distance thought that everything was okay, but you know, yeah. So I can promise I will do my best, and this is about all I can promise. Now I'm wondering about this game. I need a pause because again, this is this new directive, you know, that if you do not, you know, use the cigarette, it goes off. And I'm reducing, you know, the amounts of cigarettes I smoke per day. Now I'm below 10 actually, so. But this also means that, you know, when I talk a lot and play a lot and forget about it, then I need another match. And tomorrow, when I will be with my son, he will resent that, you know, and he will blame you. It is your fault in the end, you know. If I wasn't doing an LP, you know, I would be, you know, smoking a cigarette, and then, you know, oh shit, I'm almost out of time? Not good. Not good. We need to destroy these units. I need a Tiger 2. Or Tiger 1. And Carl to drive it, you know. Oh, just in time. Excellent. So this is the last level of this LP. This is also how you do it. The anonymous person that asked me about it. Well, you can do it better if you're not, you know, chit-chatting all the time and everything. But we are back in a gay bar. Don't turn your back on a wolf pack. Or on these fellows here. Yeah. Ah, here comes another one. Come get some. You know, a short LP I was planning to do also, but well, not also, but instead of this Target Renegade was actually Postal 1, you know. But I couldn't find it on my computer. I think I have deleted it, and since I prefer not to steal, you know, software from the internet, but you know, the game is excellent, you know. Everyone's bleeding! You can't shoot everybody! Only my weapon understands me. Only you can stop the evil. It's such a good game. It's an arcade, you know, but because Postal 2 is, you know, well, pretty much, I don't know, like Doom or Half-Life, everything 3D, but Postal 1, you know, an arcade, and excellent comments by the protagonist, or whatever the hell this is pronounced. I'm sure Mysterious JG will make fun of it. I guess I'm obsessed with him as much as he's obsessed with me, but probably, you know, probably we love each other, but we just cannot admit it, so we make nasty jokes. Okay, Mr. Big, I like your mustache, but, you know, you will have to die. Yeah, so this is it. Basically, tell me all you know about Panzer Corpse and how much it differs from Panzer General. And I believe I will start with an LP in about, I don't know, 3-4 days, but definitely, you know, the smoke still works. Excellent. But definitely, you know, prior to the next weekend. So, okay. What else? Well, nothing. Okay. Thank you for watching this. All the best from Mr. Critic, and bye bye.